So, how do you rank high on Google for your best keyword? That's the question to be answered. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 tips on how to do exactly that with a laser focus. Tip number one is to pick just one keyword to focus on. The failure a lot of people have with SEO is they try to work on all these different keywords to try to rank for all these different things, when in reality, you just need to pick one and put all your efforts into ranking for that one term before you even think about anything else. So, how do you determine what that one term is? Well, do some keyword research. One of the best ways I like to do keyword research, which is very quick, is just go to Google and start typing into the search bar the keyword that's relevant to your business or the products or services that you sell, and see what Google shows you in the autofill dropdown. Those are the things that people search the most. That's why Google's showing that to you. It's trying to funnel you into a category that makes sense based on what you're searching. So those are the phrases that you should be pinpointing and identifying as the most popular phrases. And what you need to do is just pick one that you believe that you want to rank high for. And if you did so, it would probably drive you a lot of leads and sales. That's the goal. So take a look at that. One power tip with that, if you put like an underscore space between the word that you're typing, between your keyword. So if you put the underscore space at the beginning in the Google search bar, what that does is Google will actually show you in the drop down in the autofill a bunch of different phrases that start with something else but include the keyword that you're trying to find information about. So that's one power tip. Start typing in your best keyword that you think is the best keyword, at least for your business. See what Google suggests based on that, and then try doing the same thing but put a underscore space before it to see other phrases that include your keyword but don't necessarily start with it. Power tip that goes along with tip number one is look for a long tail keyword phrase. What that means is, let's say my keyword that I wanted to rank high for was email marketing. Email marketing is a short tail keyword. It's only 2 words in that phrase. So that's called a short tail. That is very competitive because it's a short tail term. So that exists a lot of places, a lot of websites on the internet. So therefore, very, very competitive. A lot of people want to rank for that. And so that's going to be challenging to rank high for anytime soon. So what I should be looking for is a long tail phrase that includes the short tail within it. So let me give you an example of that. If my short tail phrase was email marketing, a long tail phrase that includes that within it would be best email marketing strategy. Now, ranking for best email marketing strategy is much easier to do than ranking for email marketing by itself initially. Here's the beauty of it. If you pick a long tail phrase like best email marketing strategy and start building all your content and optimizing your site for that, the chances of you ranking high for that soon are very good. But in the process, you're killing 2 birds with one stone, because as you're putting your work in for that long tail phrase, the short tail lives within it. So at the same time, you're actually also increasing your rankings for the short tail term. Now, you might be on page 100 for a while, but eventually you're on page 90, page 80, page 70, and one day, eventually, you get into the top 10 on page number 1 for the short tail term. But the beauty is you might get onto page 1 within 6 months or less for the long tail term. So when you're looking for these keyword phrases, try to identify that golden nugget where you find a good long-term phrase that you'd like to rank for, a long tail phrase you'd like to rank for, but your short tail phrase is within it, so that you're killing 2 birds with one stone. Tip number 2 is to optimize your homepage for that keyword phrase that you decide to optimize your site for, that one keyword phrase that you really want to put your effort behind and rank high for. Optimize your homepage for that. So what does that mean? You're going to want to optimize your homepage title tag. So your title tag should include that keyword phrase exactly as it is. Put that in your title tag. Also put it in the heading of your page, primarily the main headline, the main heading on your page. If it's included in that, that's huge. That should be like an H1 heading. And then also in at least one subheading on your page, on an H2 or an H3 throughout your page. And then at least in your content once, but if you can do it more times, do it. Just make sure it's natural. Don't force it. So your homepage is going to be well optimized for your best keyword. And the important thing behind that is your homepage is the most powerful page on your website. If your website was a business, the homepage would be the CEO. All the other pages are within it in the overall architecture of the site. Your homepage is the most powerful in Google's eyes. It will generally get the most traffic. It will rank for the most things. So really optimize your homepage for that specific one keyword. Where people go wrong is they try to optimize their homepage for all these other different kind of keywords. They try to put 3 keywords in their title tag, try to, jam keywords all throughout their page. Just focus on one thing. Do one thing well before you focus on anything else. So just optimize your homepage for that one term. Make sure it's all throughout your homepage naturally. Don't force it. And that's really going to help you with your rankings. Tip number 3 is to link your keyword phrase throughout your website to your homepage. So if that keyword phrase doesn't exist throughout your website, go throughout your website and your various pages and identify places where you can make sure that it's added naturally, and then link that entire term back to your homepage. So do this on different products and service pages that you might have where it makes sense. A great opportunity is your blog. If you have a blog, go through some past articles and find opportunities there to add your keyword phrase and link it back to your homepage. Another great place is your footer, because every page on your site has a footer. So in the footer, maybe put expert in and then your keyword phrase and link that keyword phrase to your homepage. The reason this is important is because Google looks at links to other pages as votes. And if your site is voting for a particular page for a particular topic, it's going to help that topic and that page rank higher. So by highlighting that phrase and linking it, it's saying this is an important phrase, Google, and it's linking it to the page that you are saying is basically the one-stop shop resource to give you information about that term. And so therefore, Google is going to rank that page higher. So by doing this, go out and find, let's say 10 places on your site right now where you can find that phrase and link it to your homepage. And that's going to give your homepage 10 quality votes, and it's going to help it rank higher. Now, here's the thing. Don't overdo this. If you overdo it, it'll actually hurt you. So don't do it unnaturally. Don't do it on 100 pages if it doesn't make sense. Only do this where it makes sense. Try to find 10 good, solid opportunities, link those to your homepage. And then in the future, as you're creating content for your site, maybe you're writing a new blog post this weekend, if there is a way to naturally integrate this into that article and link it to the homepage, beautiful. Then over the course of time, you're generating additional votes to that homepage for that term, which is helping you rank higher for that keyword over time. Tip number 4 is to put a plan in place to create ongoing content for your particular keyword phrase continuously, at least once a month. But if you can do it more, the more the better. Now, what type of content are you going to create? Do some research on that. One thing I like to do is go to YouTube and put my keyword or my keyword phrase into the YouTube search bar and just see all the different titles of videos that there are out there. And those are all topics that you can speak about, write about, create content about. And so create a library of ideas. Maybe pull up a spreadsheet and just start listing these different topic ideas in the spreadsheet so you have an inventory to work off of. You can also look up blogs. Are there any blogs in your industry surrounding that particular topic? What other articles can you find and directories can you find to find information and topic ideas to add to your list and your inventory of ideas? Then over the course of each month or week or whatever cadence you're creating content for, go and pick one topic that you can write about or speak about or make a video about. And that topic will naturally be related to your main keyword because that's how you've done the research. So over time, every month, you're getting fresh content added to your site. And Google loves that because it sees that you're relevant, you're fresh, your content isn't stale and outdated. You truly are somebody that is a leader in the space for that particular keyword phrase. That's going to help your homepage rank higher and higher. Plus, all the inner pages of your site rank higher and higher as well for the particular keyword that you want to rank for. And tip number 5, last tip, is to make a short or minimal update to your homepage at least monthly. Don't allow it just to sit stale. go in and make a quick tweak to your homepage. It can be as simple as changing a couple words, changing an image, adding something to your homepage of any kind. One thing that's popular on your homepage, maybe at the bottom of the page, is to add a case study or maybe add a recent article, which could link to your blog. All of these things are just quick updates that you're making to the homepage. What that does to Google is it just refreshes your relevancy date. And so basically, if your site is never updated, it just gets more and more outdated in Google's eyes and therefore maybe not relevant anymore, and therefore your rankings fall. But if you're continually updating your page, you're always refreshing that date, you always seem relevant, you always seem up to date. It's just like if you didn't go to the gym for a long time and nobody saw you there, they'd start to assume you gave up on working out. Maybe you're letting your foot off the gas, maybe you're getting out of shape. But if they see you coming in every day, they know that you're on top of it, that you're somebody that's clearly really working hard to be healthy, right? And that's the same way Google looks at your homepage. If your homepage is being constantly updated, you're on top of it, you're constantly looking at information about these topics, so you are a leader, and therefore your page should rank higher than a page that basically hasn't been updated for a really long time. So use this tip to rank higher for your best keyword phrase. Bonus tip, track all your performance through a platform that makes it easy to do so. Try a platform like Marketing 360 where you can see how you're ranking month over month, week over week, day over day for your best keyword and all the other keywords that you want to rank for. And on that note, once you rank high for your very best keyword, put your focus into the next best keyword. But when you do that, don't do that with your homepage. Pick a very good service page or product page that's relevant to that keyword and make that the keyword focus for that exercise. But follow the same template that I just walked you through. Just instead of the homepage, you're now focusing on a service page, which we like to call a monster page, because over time you keep adding content to that page and it becomes a monster and eventually ranks high on Google. Thanks for watching. If you have any tips, leave them in the comments. Like the video if you like it and share it with your friends. Happy marketing.